This is your host, Diana. If you operate a business that has a fleet of vehicles, or maybe you work in any related form of the transportation business, chances are you need a device like the new Janus V2 from Third Eye Cam. It's an amazing tool to use to manage your employees and for protecting your business from questionable claims. Let me ask you, can you remember incidents or accidents that your vehicles or drivers may have encountered in the past that warranted an eyewitness? Owners and managers face similar problems such as these on a daily basis. Problems such as drivers' driving behaviors. If you knew that your drivers have questionable habits, isn't it something worth knowing? Something as an owner or manager you would want to correct? Then your worst fear, accidents. Whether they're just fender benders or more serious accidents, wouldn't you like to be a witness? So as an owner or a manager, you can really see what occurred, to see who is at fault, to obtain peace of mind knowing the answers to the events of the accident. Well, the Janus V2 from Third Eye Cam is your solution. Solutions to protecting your drivers, finances, and your reputation, preventing accidents, guarding against questionable claims, lowering your operating costs, correcting poor driving habits, and deterring criminals from your drivers. All this can be done by just installing the Janus V2 into your fleet of vehicles. The return on your investment will be phenomenal. Did you know that in some case studies, there have been an average of a 50% reduction in accidents since the implementation of the camera system into the company's fleets? 50%. It also reduces costs associated with collisions, and in most cases, here's where it keeps getting better. Did you know that insurance companies are well aware of the importance of having cameras in vehicles they insure? That they are offering discounts on insurance premiums just by installing the Janus V2 camera? The Janus V2 camera features two high-resolution, wide-angle lenses to capture the driver's view and the inside of the cabin in real time with synchronized audio. The video is then recorded into a 4 gig SDHC card that comes included with the camera. There's a sophisticated GPS tracking antenna that will tell you your exact coordinates and speed. It will also allow you to track your vehicle's movement and position. There's a Google Maps feature in the Janus viewer that lets you track the vehicle in real time. The advanced H.264 compression enables hours of accurate real-time recording of video, audio, GPS coordinates, speed, and events. Then there's the LED on the camera for nighttime recording. So it's not just ideal for day, but also great at night as well. Here's an added option you can consider: going Wi-Fi with the Janus V2. Our cameras have the ability to wirelessly download all events into your FTP server. It's a unique solution to transmitting all your data wirelessly without having to remove SD cards or plug in USB cords. Tell us of an experience where your vehicle was involved in an accident and then exonerated because you had the Janus camera in your vehicle?
I could actually spend a lot of time going over multiples. To give you a most recent, this was as recent as Friday. A driver was approaching an intersection. A car ran the red light in front of him. He broadsided that car. The car actually flipped over. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. The people were from out of the country in a rental car, and the communication wasn't very good, so they were certainly thinking that it must have been our fault. They weren't aware that they ran a red light. Fortunately, there was a witness, but the camera also showed the green light that the driver was approaching. It showed the other car running the red light. It showed the whole thing. There ended up being no questions as far as liability was concerned, And I could probably give another 20 examples just in the last few months of how the Janus has helped us to avoid being considered responsible for something that we weren't responsible for.
One that comes to mind right away is we had a cab that was, he had a fare, he was coming down a one-way road and crossing the intersection with another one-way street that came from his right, and he had a green light, and as he went through the green light, somebody ran the red light and T-boned him pretty hard. It was a pretty bad accident, destroyed the cab, and the passenger was injured and the people in the other car were injured. And there were 6 witnesses on the scene that said our cab ran the red light, even though the other vehicle, when we reviewed the Janus video, you could see that intersection had a red light camera, and you could see the red light camera react to that other car running the red light. But 6 witnesses and the police report said our driver ran the red light. Upon review of the video, our driver had a green light well before he entered the intersection.
Well, there you have it.
We had an incident a while back when a little child ran from between the parked vehicles right in front of the moving cab. As a result, the child was hit by a cab, and the eyewitnesses were trying to say that the taxi cab was speeding, in which instance the Janus camera completely exonerated the cab driver and the company by proving from the GPS reading that the cab driver wasn't only within the speed limit for this particular instance, but even below that. That's the potential saving from this undeveloped or could be developed claim impossible to predict or calculate.
Well, we're a small fleet, and in the months that we've had the camera, we've had 7 or 8 accidents, and every one of them was proven to be the other party's fault except one. And so not only my insurance company saved probably $200,000 to $300,000 on injuries, we of course were made whole by the other party's insurance company. And the nice sidelight to that is that the insurance company says it costs $10,000 to fix the cab, but we sometimes fix them for $6,000. So we put that towards the cameras. And I would say that this camera is probably the best thing that's happened in 34 years of my experience in the cab business. It eliminates doubt as to whose fault the accidents are, and that's a huge factor in increasing profits.
Folks, bottom line with the Janus V2 by Third Eye Cam is getting results. Using the Janus V2 as a tool to prevent, correct, and to capture events will benefit your company, because what you're doing is extinguishing the fire before it begins. Our mission is to develop digital solutions that help provide a peace of mind, safe and secure environment, and to provide the highest levels of support and service.